one thing before you start is all groups, when you present it, it would be really nice to gather everything you have in both pictures and writings and all the material you have and send it to Björt at björt@lunga.is. Og det er bjort@lunga.is.
Hello. We are the social status group, and we have had a good time. We started out yesterday talking about what is social status and how does it combine with creativity. And when we came up with the social status is something that has always been part of society and how we build society. We always have some kind of hierarchy. But what we see now in this Scandinavian culture and the Icelandic culture is that it becomes less black and white. Because before, where hierarchy would be, are you in the top of the food chain or at the top of the job? Now it's more, how is your lifestyle? So you don't need to have a lot of money to stay on top. You can also just have a nice lifestyle. Then you're still on top of the social hierarchy. And also, we saw that simplicity is something that's a very growing trend now. I think we should go to the next step. We have creativity. This is the whole theme was to see how it is collaborative, the whole creativity and social status. Creativity is, we figured out while after brainstorming, something to do with creating new things that has some kind of value. And the value is always just something you see, maybe something you see, sometimes something for everybody to see. It's something that creates new value. And it's often just catalyzed by desperation and need, and a lot of latent things, but also about visionary, like I want to build a farm one day, and then you do things to get that way. I want to live by the sea, whatever. So, yeah. What we also saw is that a big restriction, because now we are in the social status, and a big restriction for being creative can be wealth, actually. Like, if you're too wealthy and have too many options, then suddenly you don't have the need to be creative anymore. You just get it. And we found a very nice quote which we put into the paper. She's spoken really well. Most of the luxuries and many of the so-called comforts of life are not only indispensable, but positive hindrances to the elevation of mankind. And yeah, we were really dwelling on this also because the next part I was explaining was that we got an assignment to make 2 dresses. And one where we got some fabric to us, handed, and one where we had to find everything free. And that was very much in the wealth discussion. Is it because are you less creative? You just get fabric, more creative. But what is it? What is the whole thing we're going into here? What we kind of started to realize is that you can be equally as creative, even though you have everything you need. But we also realized that going into these dresses, we became a more innovative twist when we just had to find if we didn't have the things. So now we're going to present the nice dresses. Are you ready?
Evening dresses.
Could you explain what you've been doing with dresses one at a time?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a curtain, and it's Christian Dior, actually. And
yard and find some awesome materials like this. It's like a fish net and a tire and some ropes that we braided and did a corset. Yeah. And then we like made, these are kind of two outfits that we have two outfits. So this is the evening wear, and then we both have like a party wear that we're going to show you. And I got like an answer.
What we realized also when we did this actually was that we kind of got into the whole out of the box, into the box theme. Because when like, making a dress out of fabric is kind of staying within the frame, and making a dress out of junk is kind of like doing it without the frame. So, and we never really got settled on anything good and bad in this. It's just very fun to see this develop. Yeah. Then we were asked, we think we were asked to find this future perspective in this. So we tried to dig into it. We never really saw it. So we tried to see what an ideal world in status, like having a social status, would be. So we tried very much to avoid the whole utopian thing about saying, well, no status, no hierarchy, nothing, just go that way and flat hierarchy. Because it's been thought so many times before and it's never been developed early enough. So what we started thinking was that in an ideal world, it would be nice to see status as something based in missions. So based in missions and responsibilities. So you see something and you want to do it, but you also do it for the better of mankind. And what we find a very nice quote thing was it to not do something to be respected, but to do the respectable thing. So to do it in the gain of others and not the gain of yourself, and that your status will be measured by that affection that you have. Also, because are you getting into this, or is it just jabberish?
No, it's
good. Because if affection would be the measurement, if you go to a job interview, you would say, well, you get this job because you did this good for the world before you got here. And that would be the status you got, not your education, because the education you might just throw out and you used it. But if it's because of your affection, then people would just go for the ideals and would have a more fast-growing planet, growing better together.